What's up? What's up? Welcome to Emperor Fire Channel. Thank you for tuning in with me. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please subscribe as well. That helps me put more content up. That helps me, get a feedback from you guys to see what else you guys like to discuss on here and everything else. But all spiritually awakened and enlightened souls are welcome. Star seeds, light workers, empaths, all is welcome here at Emperor Fire Channel. I put up I did upload something earlier about God frequency power, God power frequency, and moving forward and everything else. This is part two, and I want to give you guys a good story about what I mean when it comes to having, right now the 144. I discussed the 144 in my last segment, and I just want to let you guys know this is beautiful out here, isn't it? I love coming here and walking on the bridge and everything. Last time I saw it, I rarely get anybody coming through here. It's like they usually people come through here, they don't, want to keep it moving and everything else. I saw somebody actually sitting right here on this edge right here, just chilling, getting blowed. Anyway, that's what's up. So, but yeah, so I want to talk about this. This is my part two to this, and I want to give you guys a little story and what I mean by understand when you are chosen, when you are part of that 144, understand what's going to come against you. You're going to have people who say they are spiritually awakened, say they are connected. You're going to have people like that come to your house, call decoys. You're going to have all that stuff come upon you. Not to mention, you're going to have people who have spiritual gifts. They're going to, and I'm going to tell you, the ones who portray to do these things, it's going to be very hard up with them. They're going to uh, always seem to try to ignore you, always trying to seem like that, you know, your gifts are insignificant somehow, or they seem like they take a dig at you. But don't, I'm just telling you right now, don't worry. That doesn't mean that you're chosen. The thing is, jealousy, envy, competition. They'll start competing with you. They'll start ignoring you. And I'm gonna tell you this: I had I had somebody that I was seeing sit in my place with me, and we having kind of talk and stuff like that. And the thing is, though, I already know their energy. Check this out. 9 times out of 10, if you probably went for, you're gonna shine brighter than most people that you're around. And that, you know what? And that's no harm or foul. And that's not being arrogant. That's the funny thing, because I never embraced anything about my spirit. I never embraced none of this stuff. I was pretty much hiding myself, dimming my light all the time because I did not want to. I don't know. I didn't want to be on the radar. I didn't want people looking at me. I didn't even like being around crowd. I still don't like being around crowds of people like that. It just depends, you know like I feel too much. It's too much energy at the same time, which I'm still. It's like you can't cut it off. This is how it goes. But I'll just tell you right now, I had somebody sitting with me, somebody's dating, and just sitting with me, and then they just straight up ignore you, and you're talking to them. They're right in front of them, but they straight up ignored me, and I was looking like, wow, I didn't say anything. I just kept moving, whatever. And my thing is, one thing is, don't ever let anybody rattle you. Don't let anybody take, make your, dim your light or lower your vibration because their vibration is low. Let their vibration stay low. Let them stay in that, and let them stay in that. Because my thing is that the fact that matters, they want to trigger you. They want you to stoop down to that level so then they can say, aha, you know, and that's the thing. Ask somebody, and these the thing is, and men and women. This is not gender. You know what I'm saying? This is not gender like all guys are all women. This is everyone. I don't care what your gender is. I don't care what your race is. I don't care who you believe in. Understand this: if you are spiritually awakened, you part of 144. 9 times out of 10, you are going through this or have gone through this. And this is the thing: when you have somebody, and this is my story. I was sitting there. Listen, a married person, they were still married. Okay, this is how crazy some people are, and how just, I want to say how, just how I can't even find a word for it, but just, I don't want to say a word that's going to be too much, but I want to give a word for a person who basically just have the arrogance, who has the ego and prideful demeanor, all in their ego. And like, we all have an ego, but my thing is that you can't let your ego run you and lead you. And this person clearly was married, and I'm single. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there, person coming to my place and start saying stuff about, oh, well, you probably got this and that. I'm like, how are you talking about me having this and such? We're not, me and you ain't, we're not together, we're not in a relationship, we're not, and you're still married, but we're friends, we're cool. I understand you going through your divorce, everything else, but you're a married person. So you come in lashing out, talking about me, seeing other people and this and that. And I was like, wow, somebody can walk in my place and actually sit there and say that. But the thing is, though, I let them have it. I wasn't cruel. I was like, hey, this, what I'm saying? I just basically did it, like bam, 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 and was real, just direct and with that person, like, hey, this is my place. If you don't like it, don't come in my place looking around saying this and that. I am a single person. You a married person. To me, I find it highly insulting and disrespectful for anyone to come in my place and say that, you know. But this lets you know that these people have no shame out here in their spirituality, and some of them will sit there and project on you, which that's all that that's all that came from after that. Projection, projection, projection. Everything this person was going through, they're projecting on me, you know. Uh, things that I'm not. I'm a very fast paced person. I'm very optimistic. I like to do things. I'm direct. I'm blunt about things, sometimes to a fault where sometimes I just need to really be mindful, But I you will never see me at a loss of words. You ask me a question, I give you an answer. No problem. But this person knew this. This person knew me for a while. But this person had something attached to them that wanted to make me seem like I was a insecure, a person who was, didn't know how to formulate a sentence, didn't know how to speak their mind, was indirect, indecisive. This is what this person was trying to inflict upon me. The thing was, though, I got out of there because I said, you know what, this person, evidently because they were going through stuff with somebody else. And this is another thing. Don't ever let nobody sit in your place and they tell you one thing. They'll sit by themselves in your place and say they try and go to sleep. 2 hours sitting there. But you go check on them 2 hours. They sitting on their phone for 2 hours in your place, and then all of a sudden they get up and they need to leave your place. Understand right there, when a person does things that are so twisted, so just like this grunt on out the ordinary, and then they try to make you feel like you did something wrong to them, and then they start taking out all their aggressions on you about well, uh, I'm not gonna have to explain that. I'm like, what? I didn't even know where this person was going because I had no clue. But that was just the entity on them attached to them. There was that spirit attached to them, trying to get me to falter, trying to get me to waver, but I did not. And the thing is, and I will not. That's one thing is, I'm strong in my spirituality. I'm strong in who I know exactly who I am. Found out who I was 3.5 years ago. So I'm telling you, don't let anybody take your power from you. You stand strong in that. They know who you are and they're trying to dim your light. It's always competition for some reason. There's no competition, people. Understand that. There is no competition. The only competition is yourself. Okay? So just know that I'm just trying to tell people right now what to look for when people come to your home, when people hanging out with you. If they're displaying, if they're projecting on you, you're a positive person, but they're calling you pessimistic. You're a direct person, but they're saying you're indecisive all the time. Those people are trying to steal your blessings. They're trying to dim your light, and they're trying to take you off your path and purpose. Do not let these entities that are attached to these people do that to you. You are more than a conqueror, okay? Understand that. You are more than a conqueror, okay? My thing is that the thing is you are limitless. You can see it coming before it comes. I tell you, I'm 10 steps in front of anybody that comes into my life. I'm always 10 steps ahead of them. And my thing is that people can say what they want to say. I am. And that's what God has given me, to always be 10 steps ahead of anyone that comes into my life. I can see everything about this person, and imagine this, just for me to try to show people who I cared about. I went out with a person, and then we had a waiter come up, and I looked at the waiter, right? I looked at the waiter, and then they walked off. And I turned to the person I was with on the day and said, hey, I just basically said X, Y, and Z about that person. We don't know this person. This is a waitress, a server at a restaurant. And I told her, hey, this individual, this, that, saying she's involved with a person, but the relationship is, it's subpar is going actually it's going down. She's actually looking to get out of it. I was seeing a lot of and I actually said this woman is, how people say they love pets. I said this woman, yeah, people love pets. No, she's an avid. I was saying this person was an advocate pet lover. Like they love animals, they love pets, they serve, they love to do things with pets. That's their life. And she's like, how would you know that? She said, oh, the person came back, the waitress came back, server came back. It was more stuff I said too about this person. I didn't know this server, but I just wanted to share because we both say we were spiritual, and I just want to say, hey, I shared one of my gifts. And so what I did was, the server came back, and everything I said, go ahead and answer. Everything I said about the server, it was correct from A to Z, accurately. And she looked at me like, whoa, right? Now this is the same person I did this in front of, so she knows my gift, one of my gifts. Understand this, it does not matter. You can show somebody what you can do, and even when they know, they still won't change their mind. They'll still do some fuck shit behind your back. And my thing is, this person has so much stuff going on in their life, and I already knew what they were doing. I know how their life was going. I know who they were dealing with, and they didn't have to tell me. This is what it is. You know, this is from God. This is from the universe. This is one of my gifts, one of them. And this person knew that, and this person still was trying to act like I didn't know nothing, and you this, you that, and it would start going. I was like, wow. But I didn't even say that anything about this person, what they were doing and dealing with. I already knew. I didn't have to, because my thing is that just because you don't always have to say anything to nobody. And my thing is, it's a judgment-free zone. I can't judge nobody. No one can judge nobody, but people do. We are judgmental in our minds and heads. But my thing is that when I'm with somebody, I'm not gonna listen. We all fall short, but I'm with that person for a reason. I know they got things going on. We all got things going on. Who am I to point my finger at this person? But the fact that this person's operating and saying things about me, going, saying being nasty towards me, I'm like, wow, all the stuff you got going on, and and you sitting here projecting on me and lying to me every step of the way, like I don't see and know everything already. These people will do this to you. My advice is case by case basis, whatever your situation is, handle it. Emperor Fire Channel, I appreciate everybody. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Until then, stay limitless, stay prominent, stay prosperous, and divinely protected. Emperor Fire Channel out.